All right, welcome Juno community. Today, I've got one for you. I've been playing around with DAO DAO. They've got some new features, some great stuff actually. Now, I created a little DAO here called Juno Communications Tutorial DAO. This is going to be a wee place that when I do some DAO DAO tutorials, I'll be using this DAO. So let's cover all that good stuff on DAO DAO and show the ability this platform has. I can have an idea. For example, my personal project is called DAO Records. Now, in the music industry, you can use blockchain technology to keep everything transparent. Obviously, royalties paid out in NFTs or tickets could 100% fully go to the creator of these, whether if it's a record or if it's a ticket for the event. There's no middleman. Do you know what I mean? There's not any like a label that fronts the cash, then take a big cut from everything that you release as a musician. Blockchain's changing all that, and I'm really excited about this industry at the moment. And you know what? Juno has it. Juno has DAO DAO, albeit DAO DAO's moving on to different chains within the Cosmos ecosystem. So obviously it's going fully interchain, and I'm going to talk about a little thing today about DAO DAO being interchain, because what this creates now is if you go to, well, any DAO page now, if you go to Treasury and NFTs, you can see down the bottom here, you have Osmosis and Stargaze. You might think, well, what's this all about? Well, DAO DAO shipped this feature called Polytone, which then allows your DAO to call actions, make other things happen on other chains, such as Osmosis and Stargaze, and I believe soon to be Neutron as well. Now, that's amazing because I don't then need to change apps. I don't have to, type osmosis.zone in or stargaze.zone in and go in and faff about in there. I can do it all within my DAO. So let's go through the steps now. If you don't know what DAO DAO is, obviously, if you just head over to DAO.zone, and there's loads of documentation there, just tells you a little bit about DAOs, what they do, and what they can be used for. Great little description here. I do like this here. It's like DAOs are programmable organizations with easily inspectable states. You have everything here if you need to just take a quick dive and get involved in it. So what I'm doing here is there's multiple ways to get Juno coins into your DAO address. If you don't have any, you can send them straight to the DAO address here, which then will show a balance here in a wee second. I've just sent some from another wallet. There you go. So I got 5 Juno in this Juno Comms tutorial DAO. That will cover the cost to just like do transactions and this and that. So when you come into DAO DAO, obviously proposals here, everything has to be voted in and stuff like that. It's an organisation, but at the moment it's just one member. That's me. You might have 5 people in your DAO where a bunch of yous are all agreeing on, yeah, we want to spend this part of the treasury and pay for such and such. Okay, it's got everything you need. New proposal, you can actually check out the amount of things that you can do on here. And you can actually add an action here, and you can search what you want. You want to spend or you want to send. You got everything here that you need. There's quite a lot of different features here that the DAO DAO team have shipped. So fantastic stuff. So today we're going to create cross-chain execute. Okay. Today we're going to create a Stargaze IC account. So what that means is going to create a Stargaze address for my DAO. And I'm on Juno. I've not even moved change yet. So I'm going to create a stars one. It's going to generate me a Stargaze address that I can then use across Stargaze. So my DAO on Juno performs something on Stargaze, like minting an NFT, which I did earlier on today. So let's see what happens here. There we are. We've got create Stargaze ICA. Descriptions in there. Okay, let's go and have a wee look at that. Let's publish this action. So now I'm going to create this proposal to create a Stargaze account. Give it a wee second. As you can see, proposal A1 is out. It's up for voting. This action creates an account on another chain, allowing this DAO to perform actions on that chain. The DAO on Juno that we've just created perform actions on Stargaze. Pretty cool, isn't it? Yes, I want to vote that in. Again, as you can see, all these transactions cost a little bit of Juno each time. Voting successfully casted, you then have to execute it to actually make it happen. Okay, there's a transaction asked just to prove everything's actually happened. You can check out the link here. Success. We have done all that there, and the messages. That's on chain, on mainnet. All right, so next thing we're going to do now is, since we've created this Stargaze account, it takes a wee while to actually give us the Stargaze address. I'm not entirely sure how it does that in the background, but there'll be some kind of relaying involved between chains. They'll confirm and create an address eventually. So we'll just call back here in a wee second to do that. But while we're waiting for that, we might as well create the osmosis one. So if I go back to Juno Comms, back to my DAO homepage, right? It's always in here within your treasury section. So we've already created that Stargaze one. So let's go and create an osmosis account now. Same deal. Create osmosis ICA. Okay. And then we're going to do the same again for that, for the description. Lovely stuff. That's good. Publishing this. Let's get this on chain as well. Excellent stuff. We have that put on proposal. So let's vote it in. Yes. Cast your vote. And yet again, we're just going to execute the proposal. Excellent. Let's go back to the DAO homepage then. As you can see, I've got a few others here. DAO records. We're part of the Juno Communications DAO. You know, you can follow other DAOs on here, man. It's really good stuff. So, yes, we've created a Stargaze account and an Osmosis account. Let's see if they're giving us an address yet. We've been given the Stargaze one. That is an actual Stargaze address. Now, I can use this within my DAO on Juno. It's a bit mad, isn't it? But once you get your head around it, you know, you just come here to your DAO. You can perform actions on different chains. Now, this is going to take off. This is going to be on multiple chains eventually. This is what we want to see. Interchain applications, man. Okay, I need some stars tokens because we're going to upload an NFT today just to show you the process on that. So once I get my osmosis address, we will then swap some tokens to Stargaze. So let me just send more funds into this Juno Treasury so we can perform these actions. So give us a wee second. Yes, there we go. Just send the funds that you need to the Juno address. Now, if you've got USDC, anything that the Juno chain can read, it can appear here. So, like, I just topped up this and this. That's great. Cool. Now, what we're going to do now is we have our osmosis address now. That's already set up. Now, let's move on to the next part. We'll not get any sub-DAOs today. We'll get into the application section. Oh, sorry. We're going to go with osmosis. In your app section within your DAO, look at that. It's so cool. You can actually control osmosis within your DAO. It's really good. The osmosis can be a bit buggy at times, right? In terms of, it's not the application, it's just how it connects sometimes. It can be a little bit of a, you know, look at this, which is unfortunate. Right, excellent. So we've got that out of there. If I wanted to copy this address and then say to my DAO, I want to send some Juno to this osmosis, let me test something. Let's create a new proposal. We're going to send Juno to osmosis address for the DAO, not the actual wallet connected to the DAO's address, if that makes sense. It's the actual Polytone account. So we're going to send Juno to osmosis ICA address. Okay, let's do copy, paste, nice and simple. We're going to do a spend from the treasury and we're going to spend 30. Okay, I'm going to try something cool here, see if this works. Can I copy this here, add it into here? Does that do anything? So that's great. Let's have a wee look at the treasury, see what's going on. I always come back to here and just kind of keep myself right. In a wee minute, that should drop down to 25 and should start appearing maybe in here. Who knows? We'll soon find out. Yes, it worked. Yeah, so all I've done here, when I went to applications and I was in osmosis and using the app, that there was no way of depositing the Juno in from, you know, somewhere else. So effectively, I should start seeing Juno here. There we go. It's in there. All right. So once you've kind of got your assets where you need them to go, this is when things can get interesting. So at the moment, I can't obviously swap. I'm going to have to send some stars in manually, but there should be a fix for that shortly. Right, okay, no worries. Launch app. What we got here? So we can swap here. So I'm just going to swap some stars over from Juno. Let's go all of that. Bang. Okay, so you need 2,000 stars to mint, so that's fine for today. Now, what I'm going to do now is exit that one. This is me doing a bit of a fix just for this tutorial's sake. So if I click withdraw, that's going to bang that into here. I'm going to withdraw all my stars from that account. What I'll do is I'll send the stars into my DAO Treasury. You should be able to, when there's a fix for it, we'll be able to actually do that within the app, actually token swap around what I've shown you here. You know, you can do that there. But I'm having to do a workaround at the moment just so we can get this the NFTs minted, right? So if I click copy Interchain account stars address that my DAO created, back over to my wallet. So I'm going to send over the stars to this DAO stars address, which I've copied there. All of that, but leave some for gas. 04, boom. Okay, done. Hop on over to my treasury and give it a wee moment, and we should have a positive stars balance within the DAO. Now, here comes the interesting part. Let's mint an NFT using DAO DAO's apps. But here we go. If we go to Stargaze Studio, so we're going to create a collection today, okay? And we're going to like upload one NFT. All right, cool. That's fine. All good. So that'll be, as you can see here, this is the metadata which we'll bring into this later on. I'll show you how this all works in a second. So the NFT storage key. So if you upload artwork or any sort of NFT, there's a cool site called NFT storage, but bear in mind it takes a couple of days for the image to become available in your files here. We're going to use this one today as a tutorial, which is a cool little picture I created. So let's get into the Stargaze Studio within DAO DAO. We're going to paste that NFT storage key in there, okay? First thing I'm going to do now is grab this file that I've just downloaded from IPFS. It was in Downloads, Highlander, PNG. Here he is, okay? So we're going to, the metadata selection here. Now, if you've not used Stargaze Studio, the tutorial is really great. So here's my metadata file here that I've created on VS Code. And you know, I can just like format that, make sure everything's all good. There you go. So everything's nice and clean there. Here we go. So we're going to use that file 1.json. You've got to save them in numerical order, as you can see. If you go into the documentation, it will tell you all that kind of thing here. But this is just the way you do it. Highlander tutorial. Okay. That's fine. Juno communications tutorial DAO. Highlander mountains. All right, lovely. Number of tokens 1. Symbol rain. External link you don't need to worry about. Optional start time for the trading. That's fine. Unit price per star to mint. You can get that for cheapest chips. The price it cost me to upload the thing. Per address limit 1, and we want to start this NFT collection tomorrow. Let's do it then. Obviously, you can do things differently. And the stars address, we want to send that to our actual DAO stars address, which you can find in your DAO. You go Treasury NFTs, copy that there, and then we bang that into here. Lovely. Right. No, it's not explicit. I don't want any of that. I don't want any royalties because it's just simply showing you guys how to use this wonderful stuff. Yeah, I've got everything there. I need to upload the metadata file now, which is that one there, the one we created on. There we go. And we'll just call that 1.json. Perfect. Everything has to be numerical order. So if you're uploading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, you grab them all at once and drag them in. It will render 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got their naming convention has to state that. So bear that in mind. And we're getting there. And we want to just make sure we have more than 3,000 stars in this account to mint an NFT, which we do. We have a positive balance of that. And simple, man. Once you get all the details in, you get your metadata correct, and yeah, you can create collection on Stargaze using DAO DAO. Uploading assets to metadata. This may take a while. Let's hopefully we don't get a network error this time. So effectively here, what it will do is create a proposal on your DAO, which you will need to vote for this cross-chain action to be handled. Yes, there we go. Give your proposal a name. Create NFT on Stargaze using DAO DAO Polytone. Fascinating stuff. So we're going to copy that, paste. All right. There's the smart contract address. There is all the data already. Juno Communications Tutorial DAO. The symbol was rain. Publish that stuff. You could have a real world organization all doing clever things like this. Interchain apps is the way we're going to do it. DAO controlled actions across chain. Let's vote that in, shall we? So we go back to, this is all good here. Just go back to your proposals and you can see that proposal pending. Create NFT on Stargaze and using DAO DAO Polytone. Here we go. We're going to vote that in. Let's create that and then we're going to execute it and that will happen. And eventually you're going to see that NFT on Stargaze Marketplace. We didn't leave anywhere. We just did it here. Here you go, man. Cross-chain messages are waiting to be relayed. Check back in a few minutes to ensure relaying is complete. So it's just doing some things. It's sending messages cross-chain, relaying back information between Juno and Stargaze. There we go. You can see the message actually happened on chain. All right, so if you just check, we've uploaded a NFT to Stargaze. There we go. You can just literally move that window that way. Click open here, takes you over to Stargaze, and there you go. You can see it. It looks a bit like Bear Grylls. Interesting. But yeah, AI is wonderful. And yeah, just as a little tutorial today, we can upload NFTs straight onto Stargaze using your very own DAO built on Juno. Fascinating stuff. Happy days. I hope this tutorial was useful for you. We covered a little bit about the token swaps that you can do within the app section. So like I say, if you've got some tokens there in Juno, it's easily manageable. You can actually change some tokens around within the DAO. The point of the video is today that, you know, you don't need to leave DAO DAO. It's all there for you. Once other applications are obviously live on, you know, DAO DAO when it goes fully interchain, there'll be other chains involved. There's many use cases for it. I can see this taking off in time. But yeah, like you say, you can do some token swaps at the moment. And then obviously if you want to go mint an NFT, which is mind-blowing. A little bit of work to do with minting the NFT, but as you can see, that wasn't too much of a big, you know, challenge for anybody who knows a little bit about typing out JSON files and such. So yeah, happy days. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Great little tutorial there and helping you on board onto the Interchain and its use cases. We hope you enjoyed it and we will see you in the next one. Be back shortly with another. Thank you again. Bye.